Later this week, Nintendo launches Super Smash Bros. For Wii U, the 5th game in the popular fighting game franchise that brings together all of the company's biggest characters. This weekend we spent some time with the game and wanted to share some quick thoughts on some of the new modes and features that are available. Right from booting up, you can jump into 4-player combat against your friends, CPU opponents, or strangers online using dozens of characters from Nintendo franchises and even elsewhere. If the 4-player combat isn't intense enough for you, this latest Super Smash Bros. Actually lets you play with 8 players on one TV, using a combination of the Wii U's gamepad, Wii controllers, and even GameCube controllers if you buy an additional accessory. Things in this 8-player mode can get a little hard to follow if you're on a smaller screen, but if you're on a big TV, it's easy to keep track of everything that's going on with 8 players, even when things get zoomed out. There's a new classic mode in this Super Smash Bros. That, instead of putting you through a set series of levels or kind of semi-story mode like in Super Smash Bros. Brawl, actually just has you on a board with different pieces representing different characters in the game, and you can choose who you want to fight at each stage. So, for instance, you can say, oh, I want to fight these 4 opponents, or have a one-on-one battle with just this tough enemy. As usual, this mode ends with a long boss battle with Master Hand, which, if you beat him, can let you unlock new characters. As with previous games in the series, Super Smash Bros. For Wii U brings in characters from, obviously, Mario, The Legend of Zelda, Metroid, Donkey Kong, Pokemon. More hardcore Nintendo fans will notice characters from other smaller series from the company, including Animal Crossing, the Xenoblade RPG series, and even the yoga instructor from Wii Fit. With that said, as with Brawl, Nintendo has also thrown in some characters from other franchises, so you're going to be able to fight with Mega Man, Sonic the Hedgehog, and even Pac-Man. Amazingly, despite all these characters coming from different franchises and different generations of consoles, they're all very well balanced. For those who want to play with more, let's say, casual family members, for instance, there's a new Smash Tour mode that's kind of like a mix between Mario Party and the series' traditional fighting gameplay. Each turn, you move a random number of spaces around a board, collecting items and upgrades for your character that might boost things like attack damage, defense, speed. When you bump into other players on the board, you fight. But if you don't feel like you're, let's say, up to snuff against the CPU opponents or your friends, you can actually have the AI fight for you. So your more casual relatives can actually just focus on the high-level board strategy instead of, worrying about the twitchy gameplay. On the other end of the spectrum, though, hardcore players are really going to like the new events and challenges, which put you in the shoes of particular characters to take down tough objectives. These are really meant for people who play across all the different characters on the spectrum, from like the fast guys to the big, heavy, strong hitters. So they might have you, say, playing as Sonic, taking down the fastest characters in the game, or out in space as Star Fox, fighting off opponents for 4 to 5 minutes while you have a huge amount of damage on you, and if you get hit at all, you basically get knocked out. There's a lot more content that we haven't had the chance to play through yet. For a look at that, including the online multiplayer, which comes out after the review embargo, check out our full review later this week.